Navarro's pretty quick around the back of the court. Pretty good net coverage there.
15-11.
Yeah, that's another area of Emma's game that she's worked on, moving forward, being more aggressive. Good athleticism there, too, to do a turnaround there at the net.
Ball.
It's a little bit like deja vu for me because after I played Emma first round in the 2021 US Open, Krejcikova was my second round. And she did get the better of me that day.
Well, that's good. We can talk a little bit more about her game when she steps up to the line. But here's Navarro, 15 all.
$30-15.
Navarro's 5 feet 7 inches tall.
Played at the University of Virginia for 1 season.
I guess if you win the NCAAs in your freshman year, maybe you're ready for the big time. Like John McEnroe winning his NCAA singles title his freshman year and then turning pro. It's a nice stepping stone for these young players and certainly for Emma. Yeah, plenty of guys.
Barbora Krejcikova.
Men's side playing. Of course, Emma, McCartney Kessler, Peyton Stearns,
Danielle
Lulu Sun,
Collins.
Danielle Collins.
Ball.
And that's the shot there that Krejcikova is going to try and use a lot today, that forehand cross court that she opens up wide. She loves that cross court forehand. That's a shot she really uses often. Pull her opponents off the court.
You played Krejcikova. She was perhaps a little more of a doubles specialist, making the transition to singles. This was before she was suddenly winning majors as a singles player.
Ball.
Some exchange, and a lot of what Navarro is all about we saw in that one.
Yeah, and what makes Krejcikova so tough is the variety that she throws at you. When I played her here, I remember just, you're kind of a little bit on your toes the entire time. You're not sure exactly what's coming. But that's where Navarro, she's so steady. She's going to try and use that to her advantage and her movement.
Ball. 15-14.
So here's a little opening for Navarro.
And that's her bread and butter shot right there. That she used her serve to open up the cross-court
14.
forehand. And she's going to need to have that shot today.
Out.
Pretty good first serve right into the body. Krejcikova back to deuce.
Ball.
Unintentional greatness. I'm not sure she wanted to hit that as well as she did, but she
Advantage.
made it work.
Navarro.
Yeah, you can tell what a player's favorite shot is when the ball comes right at them in the middle and they run around to hit a backhand on it.
Ball. Game Navarro.
Double fault on break points. So Navarro, 2-love lead.
Navarro leads.
A little bit of a
2-2
nervy
love.
start here from
First set.
Barbora. I don't know if she's still getting used to a little bit of these conditions, and just the crowd is also a factor. They'd be looking to urge on Emma after Francis just lost on this court. They'd be wanting to keep the American hopes alive.
And maybe some of these fans remember last year where she had such a brilliant run to the semifinals. Lost to Aryna Sabalenka. That's a good forehand.
Yeah, that's the improved forehand that I'm talking about. When I played her before, I was able to kind of hit the ball
13.
heavy into that corner, but now not so much. She's really cleaned up that side. She still likes that Rafa forehand finish. You'll see that quite a bit, but she's really swings through that side more. Sounds like an exact copy of what we saw Emma do in the previous game.
15.
Well, if you can do that, I can do it as well.
Such clean ball striking from both of these girls.
Well, she does. She plays the deuce court, right? When she did play with Katerina Siniakova, winning all those major titles, so she was comfortable hitting that one.
Let's.
And I think Olympic gold they won together as well.
Yes, they did. They've got the full accolades of achievements in the double side of things and adding to the singles.
That forehand slice is a changeup that you'll see Krejcikova
30.
throw in from time to time.
She flirted with the baseline on the first ball, and that
14-32.
was over the baseline. So here's a chance for Emma to run the table here in the first 3 games.
Better return there from Krejcikova. She really stepped into the court nicely.
Advantage, Navarro.
First winner off the forehand wing. Gets her to game point.
Out. Choose. Let. Prison.
She got there in time.
She almost got there too early, Emma. She had too much time to work with there on that drop shot.
Let. Prison.
What a combination of plays. Some deep forehands. There was some angled winners.
Navarro leads
A
2
little bit of
games to
power
1.
to finish it
Prison.
off. Some really nice tennis. Krejcikova gets the champion, playing unseeded here. Her ranking is dropped. Remember, she missed 6 months going back to last year with a lower back problem. Great to see her healthy again. You can see when she's at her best, she is dangerous. Navarro getting a taste of that here in the early going.
La 15. Well,
the edge and firepower certainly in the Czechian's corner. How can Navarro combat that when you're going up against a player who can sort of hit the ball harder than you, maybe hit more winners?
Well, that's what Emma does so well. That's like the basis of her game, so she's used to combating that. But just like that, if Emma can try and just stay toe-to-toe with her, when she changes with the slice, kind of use, Emma has a good slice, use it back, just kind of feel out the situation, especially early on in this match. That is what Barbora does so well.
30 all.
When I played her, she kind of she'll bait you into like feeling like you need to go cross, 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 and then yeah, it's a weird feeling when you play, like you're not sure when she's going to change line.
Yeah, it happens very suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Airs off the backhand wing in this game. So Navarro trying to get back on top. Yeah, there was a down the line backhand, and that can be tricky for any left-hander, excuse me, for any forehand to deal with.
Especially with the slice going down the line. You really have to get under that ball. It's over the higher part of the net.
Well, he means business now, Pete. He's got his sunglasses off. He's getting ready to go.
She's throwing in a few more unforced errors right now, Krejcikova. Something Navarro would want to capitalize on. Something that she's used to capitalizing on from her opponents, unforced errors.
Yeah, nice 1-2 combination.
Choose.
She's got a pretty big windup in that backhand, excuse me, in the forehand.
She does.
Almost behind her back.
She needs time on it.
Yes.
That's a great example of rushing her to the forehand side. The backhand side is a lot more compact on Krejcikova.
Advantage Navarro.
A good return there from Navarro. So 3 consecutive breaks of serve.
3 games to 1.
So Navarro reestablishing the break advantage. Now she's got to take care of her own serve. Download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track scores and stats. You can watch match highlights, get player news, and watch live 3D views of all the singles matches available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Look. Oh. 15-0.
Ooh, that caught the corner. You thought that was going out. Yeah, Navarro.
Emma's not convinced.
She's going to take another look at that.
She normally doesn't show much emotion, Emma. That's one of the things that impresses me the most about her is her composure out there. Can never really tell what the score is with Emma. That looked a little wide.
It sure did. Difficult to argue with technology. 15-30. Now that one missed.
And that's where the movement of Emma kind of forces you to go for a little bit more because you feel that she gets to everything.
Another one right in that backhand corner. Very accurate with her shots there. You're going to have another break of serve.
She needs a little more spacing there, Krejcikova. As we've mentioned, she has a bigger swing on the forehand. When she times it well, it's one of her best shots, but she can almost get jammed on that side too.
Advantage, Navarro.
That seems to be the only way that she can win a point is literally hitting the line in that backhand corner.
Yeah, she seems to hit the ball. It travels in the air a long time. Very impressive shot. With that full swing of hers. Players have been talking a little bit about how the balls don't fluff up as much. You know, the court doesn't have as much grit in it. It's a little faster.
And the women's balls, they go through the court faster as well compared to the balls that the men are using.
Yeah, so these will travel, and you can see she's having trouble controlling it. That's a lovely point.
Such a natural volleyer, Krejcikova. Makes it look so simple up there at the net. Does a great job of keeping her racket face really compact. But Emma always making you hit that extra ball back.
Advantage, Navarro.
Yeah, and that's where Emma might have the biggest advantages in the movement. You know, can she force Krejcikova to defend these corners and then recover and maybe protect the space behind? The old conversation that every tennis coach has probably said with every player is make your opponent run. Right? Make him get into those corners, make him run.
Emma seems to get better when she's on the move. Such a beautiful forehand there from Krejcikova.
Yeah, some players are like that, aren't they? The more running, you were a little bit like that. The more running you did.
Sometimes you have a player that moves so well. Sometimes going at them can be a good play as well, or going behind them.
So you don't mind giving up that now that you're retired.
I played a little bit this year, actually, so maybe I should keep my cards closer.
Oh boy, there's a double.
Advantage.
She had 3 chances to close out the game. She's facing a point here where she could lose it.
Let's face it.
That's another error. So back to deuce.
Navarro's a player that feels comfortable at the majors. She might not have had the best lead up to the US Open, but this year alone, she made the quarterfinals of Australia, 4th round of Wimbledon, semifinals here last year.
Advantage Navarro.
And she lost to Iga in Australia. Lost to Mira Andreeva at Wimbledon. So she's bumping up against the best players in the world. I mean, she's one of them herself at number 11. And she's been as high as 8. Very long and difficult game. She's able to prevail. A lot of hard work to get to 4-1.
4 games to 1. Both
have been down this road before. Krejcikova, former quarterfinalist here. Mentioned Emmy semis last year.
I remember Emma beat Coco Gauff here last year in the round of 16. Took out Badosa in the quarterfinals. It's a player that likes to play in front of a crowd, that kind of brings out her best tennis in that moment. And that might be what Krejcikova needs to do, start targeting the forehand of Navarro more and stepping in like she did on that last backhand.
Krejcikova, at least
15-13.
maybe this set, maybe the next set, might have to start thinking a little bit more about changing that up. I mean, she's just making too many mistakes off the ground. And Navarro's just getting the ball back into play.
Yeah, she's not really giving herself a chance at the moment, Krejcikova. Too many streaky points.
And she's only come to the net 4 times. You know, Navarro's just floating these balls back. Feels like Barbora could come in, cut some of those off. She's such an exceptional net player.
Yeah, the fact that she's only been into net 4 times is an indication that she's not playing at her highest level right now, still trying to find her way here. Like right there, that she could have played that one with a little bit more margin,
14.
followed it in, and she would have had an easy volley there.
Exactly. Yeah, but you know, if you're a great baseliner and things are working, you know, those balls are going for winners, and that's great. But if it isn't working, you're gonna have to tighten up the ship a little bit. Oh, there's another hit. So this is a problem for Krejcikova. Well, the main problem is Emma Navarro, who's really playing well right now.
Navarro leads.
Relentless
5 games to
pressure
1.
from Emma.
First set.
You feel it as you continue to play her. She doesn't give you much. She had some great depth there too in that last return game.
All right, a chance to serve for the set. Great position to be in.
Let's. First set. Out. 15.
Out.
15.
So that's where he keeps the extra balls. Okay, we know that. 15 all.
Better point there constructed by Krejcikova, but
13-15.
not the best attempt at a drop shot there.
No, and you know, Navarro hasn't really had to do much more than, you know, play her game. She hasn't had to make many adjustments. She lost her serve just the 1 time, but she's broken 3 times.
Ball.
30.
She tried to make it happen on the forehand. That one sailed on her. does have a safety net, but obviously she'd like to get it done right here. But if she's going to do that, she's got to save this break point.
Krejcikova.
Well, that's a fine backhand shot that Krejcikova just volleyed away, no problems. So, another break of serve. Krejcikova has some life here. Flushing Meadows, either here at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. It's a day of third-round play. Barbora Krejcikova, she's got new tennis balls, but she's facing a 2-5 deficit.
That's a really good point there from Krejcikova. Maybe winning that last game is going to kind of settle a bit of nerves for her. Still 2-5, still very much in this set. Just one break of serve now. With these new balls, the ball will fly a little bit more. So for Barbora, just add a little bit more spin to her strokes. Just too good there from Emma. Love the improvements on the forehand side. She's so aggressive now with it.
Who were those people with the headbands? Who are they supposed to be? Sort of a cross between Borg and McEnroe, I think. Not quite sure. Oh, yes, that two-hander is money from that position. And with that kind of time, forget it.
15-40.
That was clutch.
Second serve ace, down set point.
She's been studying from the Pete Sampras philosophy of how to serve aggressively on the second ball. Krejcikova comes up with some volley magic.
That's more like it from Barbora. That's where she plays her best tennis, when she's moving forward, making life very difficult for her opponents when she comes into the net. Good court sense there to read that she had an advantage in the point.
All right, here's another set point chance.
Advantage Navarro.
Saves another set point.
Choose.
First serve counts there. Done particularly well on the first serve in terms of points won this set.
Yeah, only at 41% first serves won in this set. Should definitely want to improve that number.
Game, Krejcikova.
She gets herself out of trouble there. It's a third game on the board.
5 games to 3.
It's a big hold by Barbora. She's still finding her rhythm out here, but that's kind of when you're down in a set. Okay, force your opponent to try and serve it out now.
That's Yuri Novak. Boy, he was a great player, top 5 in the world. Great understanding of putting balls in play, and he was a very strong player. Working now with Barbora. Just another in a long line of Czech tennis players, male and female. Always seem to find talented players to pursue the sport.
Barbora also worked with Aryna, who was a longtime mentor of hers, and it's nice to see just kind of how emotional she got, especially when she won her titles and dedicating them to her.
I think Jana won the Wimbledon title, and Barbora also winning it. There was some wonderful moments. Looking back on Jana's life, sadly passing away from cancer.
Love 30.
No lead is safe in tennis. Navarro's got to take care now. Love 30. Love 40.
Love 14.
A little tentative on that last forehand, so she's going to just take a quick second to regroup, towel down. Krejcikova, she's looking eager. She likes to get this break point right here, get to 4-5. And a break of serve for Barbora Krejcikova. Boy, she suddenly came to life from Navarro. You can see she's not happy about that. Back on serve, 4-5. Set, perhaps. Krejcikova's trying to extend it at 4-5. Suddenly this has gotten very interesting.
Krejcikova starting to serve a lot better to get herself back into this first set. At one point I thought, okay, Barbora's getting ready for the second set, but this has been quite the turnaround.
Well, she does possess an excellent return of serve. Certainly one of them right down the line.
13.
Good, solid return. Gives Navarro a chance here now.
15-14.
Set point number 4. Quickly forward to volley.
Such a difference for Krejcikova. How many points she's winning when she's inside the court versus staying at the baseline.
And Navarro struggled a bit down the end, but is able to break and take the opening set 6-4. Coach looks, well, relieved. 6-4 it is for Navarro. Stadium court, home to so many wonderful matches over the years.
Played a lot of matches on the old grandstand, but I did manage to play a mixed doubles on the new grandstand, so I got to experience the magic of it.
A little bit of history about this court. It opened in August of 2016 for the U.S. Open then. Caroline Wozniacki beat Taylor Townsend. That was the first match held on this court.
I can't believe it's been that many years that we've had the new grandstand already. I did hit on this court prior to the tournament, and maybe it was a little bit faster than some of the outside courts, so maybe that's affecting why the ball's kind of jumping off the rackets a little bit more.
It was a nice strike, 15-40. One last thought on that. The Taylor Townsend matchup. Of course, Taylor playing on Ash Stadium court this evening. She's taking on Mira Andreeva. Boy, her career has come along so impressively. Like Krejcikova, #1 doubles player in the world, and now making deep inroads in singles.
Yeah, she's been a lot of fun to watch as of late, Taylor Townsend. Playing so well, singles and doubles.
I don't think she and Elena Ostapenko will be trading Christmas cards this year, but
game,
There's a
Krejcikova.
break of serve. This is just what the check-in would have wanted.
First game,
The
second
hour
set.
mark. She's got one love in the second.
And you don't get to winning 2 Grand Slams without knowing how to adjust after a loss.
To suddenly catch fire, because she can be dangerous.
She's
2
a
major titles, wow.
Great front runner, Krejcikova.
Oh. 15-11.
Boy, that's a beautiful shot. She makes it look easy when she gets it going.
13-11.
She does, and when you play against her, it's not like you're getting overwhelmed by the power. It's the placement of her shots that just build such effortless ball striking there.
Love.
Some good defense in that backhand corner from Navarro.
And even though Krejcikova missed that, I like that she was coming forward. That's where she's had so much of her success today.
Yeah, Jimmy Connors would say, well, that was a good error. You were playing with a purpose. Strong game.
Krejcikova leads
the break
2 games to
advantage.
love. Second set.
Did you ever think she would become such a dominant singles player, Barbora Krejcikova? I mean, she was this wonderful doubles player. You know, one year she and her partner won 3 of the 4 majors.
I remember when early on in her career, she was, having so much success in doubles and then used that to build for her singles. I can't say that I saw this much success happening, but I mean, incredible.
Yeah, she had 3 years ranked outside the top 100, and then in 2020 she got to 65. And then 4 years, 3 of them inside the top 10. I mean, she just sort of came to an understanding about her game and her place in it.
I think also when it takes you a while to get there, you really learn about your game and you learn how to stay there, versus if it just happens so quickly and you're not ready for that success.
Love 13.
She's frustrated, and the crowd sensing that she needs a bit of support. And you can hear her getting behind Emma here.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Love 14.
Wow, can you believe this? I mean, what a turnaround.
unusual. From up 5-1 in the first set, Emma, she's playing so well, and since then it's hasn't been as straightforward for her.
You mentioned that earlier. There are moments where Krejcikova, that ball gets in on her. She can't really extend her hands through the hit. Still has a break point. She got her hands through the hit there. That was a nice backhand. Sure, Navarro was thinking she was safe in the rally, but when Krejcikova hits a shot like that, you know it's gone. 3-love. Oh man, if she starts finding the range on that shot, we saw one to end the last game. 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's the danger of letting someone like Krejcikova find her rhythm. She can just end up making shots like this that you just have no chance.
Oh.
That's a nice slice serve.
Yeah, Krejcikova was in the 40% range of first serve percentage won in the first set, and now she's at 83 to start off this second set.
Wow. That is a good percentage. Tough to stop that kind of serving. Now, looking at her grip on the serve, I almost feel like it's closer to a forehand than a backhand grip, so she can get a lot of slice on it.
Good for grasp, good for when she won Wimbledon.
Yes.
Get a lot of slice on that second serve.
I don't think it's extreme as maybe Boris Becker, who had a very sort of forehand, almost, I don't want to say semi-Western on the serve, but it was very much a forehand. And most service grips are closer to a backhand. Generate a little more wrist snap, I think, more easily. Did you have a backhand grip on your serve when you?
I had a continental.
Continental,
yes.
So that was closer to kind of a backhand grip. Continental is
Yes.
a nice way to describe it.
Oh.
Krejcikova.
All right, 4 straight games.
Krejcikova leads
The
4
former
games
world
to
number
love.
2.
Second set.
Truly showing some evidence of how strong a player she can be. And this is the setting. Stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. Certainly lots to talk about at the US Open. The stories continue to unfold. Disappointment for American fans, and then Shelton going out and Frances Tiafoe.
I was watching that Shelton match and the dramatic fashion in which he won that third set. He had that fall, thought he was okay, and then tough scenes to watch him have to pull out. So many people thought he had a chance to win it all this year.
At 30.
Love 13.
Trouble for Navarro, as Frances Tiafoe losing on this very court to Jan-Lennard Struff, the German. 3 straight sets.
This grandstand crowd, they are due for an American win today.
That's right. A difficult day for some American fans. She gets it done. All right, 15-30.
She does have good volleys. She doesn't come to the net a ton, but she does have good hands.
The good news for American tennis fans, particularly on the women's side, Jessica Pegula with a win over Victoria Azarenka, and Ann Lee. She got a win, both into the 4th round. Pegula will play Lee, so we're guaranteed an American in the quarterfinals for the women. Congratulations to those two. And Emma would no doubt like to join them in the 4th round.
Practiced a lot over the years with Ann Lee, so I'm really happy for her to see her doing so well at this US Open. We actually used to practice a lot here at the Open on the indoor courts.
So Navarro's got herself on the board. Still a bit of work to do if she wants to finish this in straights. Krejcikova has other ideas. She's ahead 4-1. There's the Heineken bar down below there. I don't know anything about that, but I know that's the Heineken bar. Krejcikova is a very different player here in this second set.
Even just her body language, her demeanor, she looks a lot more focused right now. And it has been an impressive recovery from Krejcikova. From down 5-1 in the first set, she's starting to find her range game by game.
Game.
And the first serve continues to find the mark, and that's been a big reason for this player here in the second.
5
She's
games to
won
1.
6 of the last 7 games. So the momentum clearly in her corner. Boy, I always wonder about the changing of the rackets. I know the players do it, but she's hitting so well with that one. I always felt like if I was playing well with the racket, I didn't want to change it.
I used to do that at the beginning of my career. I would just use, one racket if things were feeling good, just keep it. But then it was explained to me about the new balls and using a freshly strung racket. And then I bought into that, and it became a lot more expensive for me as a player at tournaments to be stringing so many rackets. But when you're at a slam and it comes down to such small percentages, you don't want to take a risk.
Yeah, these pros know if a racket has dropped a half a pound, it can affect the trajectory of the ball, affect your confidence. Boy, it's an important connection between the ball, the strings, the racket, your hand.
I think I heard today that Mannarino strings his racket to the equivalent of like 20-something pounds.
Yeah, I think it might be, honestly, 19.
Wow.
Which is, if you're comparing it to something, it might be like a butterfly net. There's no tension in the racket. Oh, yes. Well, it's been a while since she hit a great shot like that.
13.
Yeah, really nice height on this forehand. And then really held her ground well on the backhand side.
Navarro gets another game, and the fact that she hit some good shots there, those could be important for what's to come, but also maybe for the third set too. So.
You mentioned, Leaf, that Barbora was unseeded this year, and she actually had to play in Mboko first round with just one Montreal, so that was a big win for her there in the opening round.
Yeah, Mboko had to come in feeling pretty confident, although I think it was making her U.S. Open debut. And Krejcikova won it pretty easily.
Yeah, never easy to make your debut against a Grand Slam champion. In my debut at the U.S. Open, second round, I played Sharapova night match on Ash.
Wow.
I was definitely overwhelmed by the occasion.
Yeah, that's a hugely intensive pressure environment, walking out on that court.
It was cool, though, to hear the "Go Jersey" chants in the crowd, knowing that I was, grew up nearby from New Jersey.
I'm sure she'd like to have that return back. Good return there. Cut that wide serve off nicely.
30-14.
Break of serve.
That's what impresses me most about Emma is just the way she just stays
Krejcikova
steady.
leads 5
keeps
games
chipping
to 3.
away.
Second set.
And her service return has a lot of pop. She uses the pace so well coming at her. It looked like Barbora just wasn't ready for that shot. A little late on the backhand. 3-5.
That's what's tough about when you play these top players, you can't give them an opening because they'll take it. And so
A couple more satisfied Honey Deuce customers here on the grandstand court. Signature drink of the US Open. That's out.
30-all.
Bit of a miss hit. It caught the sideline.
God, he can't hit an angle better than that. So there's a little bit of a miss hit there from Krejcikova, but not even Navarro's speed could get there.
Set point.
Choose.
Turns it around, and she's got a game point.
Advantage, Navarro.
Saved into set point and gets herself to 4-5. Don't go anywhere. Krejcikova is going to turn off. As Krejcikova has 5-4 now, serving for the set for a second time.
Much better court positioning there from Krejcikova. Did a nice job of holding her ground and not getting pushed back.
Fascinating to watch her produce these winners. As you said earlier, it's effortless.
Yes. And that's such a great angle you see here from Krejcikova. Navarro moves so well along the baseline, but opening up these with these angles is where she's going to be most effective.
Let's first. Let's first. 40-11.
She doesn't have a lot of aces, but nice to produce one there. 4 for the match. That brings up set points. Well, it's a nice response from Krejcikova. Failed to get it done in her last attempt. I'm sure her coach Yuri Novak, who's on the edge of his seat, feels a little better that she's won the set 6-4. Third set coming up. A little bit better at the end of that set. But you can see it was a reversal of the first. So, third set. Krejcikova this year has had a wonderful run in third sets. She's played 8 matches. She's won 7 of them. That's pretty impressive.
Which this stat actually surprises me. Navarro has lost 7 of the last 9 3-set matches that she's played this season.
Yeah, that is a little surprising when you think of her game and you know how she has such a good head on her shoulders.
How fit she is. She can outlast anyone in a 3-set battle.
That's
the nature of the game, isn't it? The players who can produce under pressure. Certainly coming down the stretch in the final set is what it's all about.
That's the good thing about tennis. You don't have to play well week in and week out. So many opportunities throughout the year to kind of do well, and so sometimes it just you just need like 5 to 6 really good weeks a season, and you could maintain yourself in the top. And if it comes at a slam, even better.
Yes. Playing for a spot in the 4th round here today. Missed one earlier, but this one.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in this 3rd set, considering the 1st set was very one-sided for Emma. The 2nd set was very one-sided for Barbora. Can they play well at the same time now?
For a moment like it might go over the baseline, but no. Nosedive down for a winner.
Extra little bit of spin here that she puts on this forehand, keeps it in.
Navarro could have done a little more there. Could she have come forward, you think?
I think she could have. Barbora was really far behind the baseline, but what speed there from Barbora. That's normally not one of the big strengths of her game, but that was an incredible get she got there.
Here's a breakpoint chance. Krejcikova's backhand found the net.
13-14.
World number 2 finds herself in a bit of trouble right here.
Rightfully so, the American crowd is pumped about
Navarro
that.
leads 2 games to love.
Emma does such a good job of
Final set.
regrouping after a set that maybe wasn't her best.
She really has a way of putting aside some of the disappointment, the frustration. Just gets her focus on the job at hand. And again, the service return was the key.
One of the advantages of just staying even-keeled. You don't get too high, too low. You're there, you're ready to go, point by point.
Duels her from the baseline.
15-all.
Two-hander. She could hit that with a little extra.
30.
Yeah, that one had a little bit more umph behind it, that backhand cross. Important moment here for Krejcikova to try and keep this close in this third set.
Turnaround. A couple of brilliant underspin shots and then absolute laser beam down the line.
It's been impressive, the foot speed of Krejcikova in this final set. Set herself up nicely for that beautiful. It's hard to read that backhand inside out when you faced her before. It's like it's hard to read that one.
Yes, backhand winner number 6. Navarro will take that. There wasn't much on the serve.
Advantage Navarro.
She's got a chance for 3-love. Uncorked a beautiful strike there.
Choose.
A little streaky at the moment, Krejcikova. good points, then maybe 1 or 2 not so good points. Just struggling to find consistency right now.
Some fine defense. Oh, she was stretched out in the backhand corner. Came up with something good.
Advantage Navarro.
Too good.
Choose.
Krejcikova's playing fairly desperate tennis, and maybe some of her best stuff when she needs it most. Down the break.
Get the feeling both players have just upped their intensity a little extra, realizing the importance of this game.
Advantage Navarro.
She battled in that game down a break point, but somehow finds a way to get to 3-love here in the third.
Navarro leads 3-love. Final set. Bye, please.
Another Czechia player, Marketa Vondrosova. She beat Jasmine Paolini today.
She was so impressive in that win against Paolini.
7-6, 6-1.
She's another player that's had quite a few injuries, so it's nice to see her healthy. And every time she's healthy, she goes far in tournaments.
Yeah, she's talented. I missed that. And then tomorrow in third round play, Linda Noskova will take Karolina Mahova, 2 Czech players for a spot in the 4th round.
Don't often see a player argue in the middle of first and second serves or say words to their coach in the middle.
That's going to float out. Love 30.
If you're Emma on the other side and you see that, you just have to feel that Krejcikova is starting to lose focus, things are starting to bother her more.
15-13.
You don't normally see Krejcikova getting quite so upset. Yeah, she's just struggling to figure it all out.
Talked about how that third round loss to Emma at Wimbledon was a tough one to accept, so I'm sure she would love nothing more than to get some revenge today.
Let's first set.
Boy, this is a big game. Just to get the game on the board. Was one of those shots. It was between an overhead and a high volley, and she was trying to figure it out and did not make the right decision. Yeah, maybe that's the best way to deal with it.
I mean, Barbora hits this shot 9 out of 10 times in practice. She's never hitting it like this. This is a totally uncharacteristic mistake there.
Boy, that forehand of Krejcikova, she was flirting with disaster. It landed right on the baseline. All right, here's the second chance to get on the board. Another high forehand ball. This time she went with the swing volley.
Yeah, it's unusual, these last two misses. She's so good at the net. Krejcikova, Grand Slam champion in both singles and doubles. These are just kind of unexplainable for her because she's so good at these shots up there at the net.
Funny things can happen on those high balls. Remember Novak Djokovic missing the swing volley against Alcaraz at Wimbledon? Sort of an awkward ball on the forehand side. That stood out.
Miss Krejcikova is
closing out
the
Djokovic.
ball on the left service line.
It's funny too how pressure can affect you in these balls that you would make easily in practice, but the pressure of a match.
Pretty good second serve. And again, that grip she possesses, that second serve does come out kind of slicey. I feel like there's not a huge margin there. But she found the service box. Another game point.
It's definitely a must-win game there for Krejcikova.
Final set.
Yeah, her camp, her team, you can see it. They feel the pressure. They know how this is out there. It's Yuri Novak, her coach, one of the great ones. USOpenShop.org. It's the official shop for the 2025 US Open merchandise. Find all the good stuff there for your whole family. Visit the USOpenShop.org today.
Let's second set.
What's the game plan here for Navarro? Is it just balls in play, or is she trying to do more than that?
Yeah, I think it's making balls in play, but targeting the forehand side of Krejcikova, getting her deep into that corner.
Ball. Ball. 15-0.
And trying to keep her game as tidy as possible, Navarro. Doesn't want to give away any free points to Krejcikova, who's been very streaky in this third set.
There you go, Em.
Nerves maybe Emma's feeling. Get to the later stages of this set. Even though both of these players have been past this round before, you'd still be feeling the pressure of the moment, trying to get past the finish line.
Still a chance for a second game and a break. Another double fault. Well, that hurts. She works so hard to build the advantage. Surrenders it rather meekly there. So back on serve here in the third. As Krejcikova is able to get back on serve at 2-3.
Just when you thought really Krejcikova was starting to lose her form, she's found it.
Ball. 15-0. Let's first.
That was a nice forehand. Boy, came quickly. And it looked like she shortened her swing.
Haven't been many easy points for Krejcikova out here, but this was just a great 1-2 punch. Out wide serve, followed in by redirecting the ball down the line, following it in.
Let's second serve.
Classic Krejcikova point. Heavy ground strokes in the corner. Just enough shape to bring them in.
Krejcikova.
And each of these players, Krejcikova gets to 3-all. They travel in their own little orbit of ranking and expectation and confidence. It's Navarro defending the results from last year. In terms of the live ranking now, she's down to 16. Coming into the event at number 11, she'll have to, make up those points that are come off.
I'm not sure if she'd be so aware of what her ranking could fall to, but she would definitely be thinking about the fact that she made semis last year.
Thank you.
So that's a part of the pressure that these players face week in, week out. Earning ranking points, defending them.
As Billie Jean King would say, pressure is a privilege. So it is a privilege to be able to defend those points. It means you did well the previous year. But it's hard in the moment to keep that in mind. You're not always able to keep that perspective.
It's very true. You have to manage the pressures that exist for pro athletes.
Let's first.
I think tennis is tough because there's not so many other sports where your points come off every year and you have to defend them at that same time.
There's a nice backhand. She needed to knock that one down.
Definitely Emma's best point in a while.
15-0.
Another player who had to defend ranking points was Francis Tiafoe. He was a semi-finalist last year, lost to Jan-Lennard Struff on this very court. He dropped down to number 29 in the ranks. Well, That's a significant drop. You can see she's just raising her hand to say it wasn't a completely clean hit. Of course, you get your ranking outside the top 32. Maybe you won't get seeded next year in Australia. I know there's still some more months in the calendar, but you don't always get that nice protection that seeded players get.
Thirty, 40.
Return landed right near the baseline. Well, Navarro didn't have a lot of time to deal with that.
Leads 4 games to 3.
Produced the error.
Final
Barbora Krejcikova, she's up a break. Struggling a bit down the stretch here. She's lost the last 4 games.
You wonder if it starts to weigh on Navarro that she has lost 7 of the 9 last 3 set matches that she's played. Does that become a factor?
It's good hitting. Krejcikova, she's won 8 of her last 9 tie breaks, or sets in majors. Final sets, so she feels good about her game in the clutch. That confidence will be tested here, trying to close out Navarro. This time it's Navarro putting the return right on the line.
She just can't believe it, Barbora. She's convinced maybe it didn't touch the line. I think with the amount of momentum swings we've seen today, this is par for the course.
50, 40.
All right, Navarro's got chances for 4-all. probably doing her best to stay in it, but that forehand kept running away from the American.
Krejcikova's ability to just, when she's down, produce some of these amazing shots. It seems like she gets more aggressive when she's down.
Advantage, Krejcikova.
Krejcikova survives. Boy, that was some game.
Krejcikova leads.
Some recovery there from
5-3.
She's been down in a few of these service games of hers. Love 30 at 0-3, and then down 15-40 at 3-4.
Yeah, that love 30 moment. She was getting very upset with her team. Remember, she was really having a word with them. Very animated, very intense.
Yeah, it was a real turning point it turned out to be. Court positioning from Emma, getting further behind the baseline, and Barbora's now the one stepping in.
Yeah, the Czechians, her shots seem to come in very flat, very deep, and as a result, very hard to deal with.
Navarro there. Stepped into the court, really whipped this forehand. Good angle on it, margin.
15-all.
Forehand had a bit of sizzle to it.
See, this crowd is just itching to get behind Emma, get her back into this match.
Oh, beautiful shot. She enjoys the backhand, no doubt about that, but that one had to feel very good.
14-15.
She takes care of her serve. She's given herself a chance. Krejcikova will have to get it done on her own serve. Krejcikova, she's enjoying the moment. Serving for the match, 5-4.
Please.
That's just too good from Krejcikova.
15-0.
Perfect start when you're serving out a match.
Serve.
13-0.
So just 101 miles per hour, but beautiful location out wide. Give that man a cigar.
13-15.
What a time for some of these excellent serves. First ace of the final set brings up match point. It's wide. Krejcikova finds a way.
2 sets to 1, 4-6.
From a set down, she books a spot in the fourth round.
What a recovery there from Krejcikova. Wasn't her best tennis throughout the entire match, but when it mattered most, she produced some incredible play.
What a moment to share with your team. Such excitement. And so thrilling to win in the fashion she did. As you said, she wasn't at her best, but she has a very high tennis IQ because of the wonderful skills she possessed, and she found the recipe. Started serving better, volleyed a little bit here and there,